Hello guys, so today we'll be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. This is episode 1 of my new series. So yeah, the reason why I started a new series is because I didn't like the old one, which started right here in Venezuela. So yeah, I really didn't like it, so I'm restarting it. And the location where it's starting, you may be wondering, and that location will be Scandinavia, where we will see pockets of civilization popping up all over Scandinavia, even down here near Copenhagen. These groups start meeting up and are pretty friendly to each other, and they start rapidly exploring these areas, following this river a bit, and yeah, following the coastline a lot. And this is actually where we're going to be seeing our first nation forming, which will be looking something like this. So now we have our first nation, which will be the red team. And of course, the red team is gonna explore a bit more. They're exploring rapidly into these areas, exploring into these Swedish areas. These guys are exploring very fast because they're working together with a tribe that is right over here. Which this tribe will also be forming their nation. And these guys will be moving along the coast, these explored areas, and kind of forming their nation right here. Now, these two are pretty friendly. But there's one singular nation that they are not that friendly with, and that would be the yellow team right here. These guys control most of Copenhagen, or all of Copenhagen, and most of southern modern day Sweden. These guys are very big for the time that they are in right now. But yeah, these two do not like these guys. Okay. Um, but we won't see anything happening yet because we'll first see the red team exploring a bit more, working together with the blue team to explore these Scandinavian areas. Now, while this is happening, we'll see this island being discovered and a landing being made in mainland Denmark. This is pretty shocking because this is whole new territory. This land is more flat than it was before. Like here it's not that flat, but still flat, but pretty cold. Here it's getting a bit warmer, and these guys really like that. So you'll be seeing the these guys, the Southern Swedish, expanding into these areas, like like this island. Why did I say mountain? And also making a landing in the northern parts of Denmark and making a trading colony right here, or making a kind of colony right there. So yeah, we see pretty big these guys from. Also, the reason why these guys don't have capitals yet is because it's so early that they don't really have many people to control over. So yeah, these guys are just chilling, I guess. But in desperate search of more land, these guys will continue exploring into these areas. When they reach these mountains, they are eventually stopped. But the blue team hasn't stopped yet, and they continue moving up to the Swedish coast. Now we'll see the red team expanding a bit more. So in this treaty, we'll see the red team gaining all of these lands, and the blue team gaining all of these lands. And yes, I got the strategies from some other wicso YouTubers. I think I got this. So when I was introduced to this, it was by wicso multiplayer, I'd say. Then I started watching Augusto's videos more, and I saw that he was also doing this. So yeah, I'm doing it as well because it's very cool and clean. But okay, so now these guys are pretty big. But we'll be looking at a whole different part of the world because we will be looking at Scotland here, which we will be seeing uh, a small pocket of civilization popping up. These guys rapidly explore into these, I think these are mountainous areas, but I don't really care. So yeah, we see these guys exploring rapidly into Scotland, and eventually they start their very own. Okay, doesn't matter. We see we see their very own civilization popping up, which will be the Orange Team. These guys will take most of modern day Scotland, but not that much because they are new nation. And yeah, we'll also see a easier way being made to cross into these territories, which that will help the Yellow Team a lot with their expansion into Denmark, which they now own most of. So now that these guys took this much land, they also expanded to these islands, and yeah, these guys are feeling pretty overwhelmed by these two. So these guys are desperately searching for more ways to expand, and that they do because they start exploring into these Polish areas, rapidly exploring along the coast, because they will be finding this kind of nation. So they start exploring these areas and start meeting people from this country. And we see that this is actually a pretty big country. Like, yeah, this country is pretty big. Like, and they just find this out. Like this is a very big nation. And yeah, we see their territory looking like this, which is pretty big. And these guys are pretty friendly because these guys are the first people that they have seen. But kind of didn't because the green team has seen some people that aren't from their country and aren't from their country. But we'll be looking at that in a later episode. Because these guys just found Gotland, and now it's basically a race between the blue team and the yellow team to get this island. But in yellow team fashion, we'll be seeing the yellow team gaining this land first. They will also be setting up many trading colonies around the coast of Poland, just for better trade, or that's what they say, but nobody really questions it yet. So we see these guys rapidly expanding around the Baltic Sea, and also I don't know, this isn't colored, but yeah. And now I will be giving all of these guys their very own major city. So, major cities. I will need a new layer for this, so I'll just make it. Okay, now I could actually make them. So the yellow team will put their major city right over here. The red team will put theirs right here. And the blue team will put theirs right here. Then we will see the green team putting them right here. And the orange team isn't getting one yet. The yellow team is actually gonna get a couple more. They get two more. Same for the red team. And the blue team also gets two more. So these guys. Three. Okay. So now let me give these guys capitals. Okay. So these guys, their capital will be right over here. These guys' capital will be here. And these guys, their capital will be right here. So capital here, and you don't have any. And that is actually where I'm going to be ending today's video. So I hope y'all enjoyed this first episode of Wicso, and goodbye.